Okay, so today I want to introduce to you guys Vicky. Okay, that's her Insta handle. But she is actually Victoria, the founder of Hello Bow Montessori, as well as Welcome to the Bright Life.
Yes.
First and foremost, we're going to talk about how to play the Montessori way for the young ages.
Yeah, we'll start with the under twos.
Okay, so what are they concentrating on at this stage?
So right now, it's a lot of gross motor skills, right? Like I said, crawling, sitting, standing, these are really big actions. And it's important to give them, especially because they're stuck at home a lot more than, our other kids, to give them ways to actually hone those skills. Because without honing the gross motor skills, the fine motor skills are a little bit harder to come along. So we also picked out activities.
In general, I still have no motor skills, so
I haven't seen you trip today yet. Yeah. I think you're good.
Definitely have today. Just you didn't see. That's all.
That's all that matters.
Yes.
So we found things that will be interesting to younger children, so that they could have some space to explore them on their own. Because the whole point is to give you some space to also step back and go get a coffee or
have silence for at least 20 minutes or something. 20 minutes.
For the young ones, let's just go under 5 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes. For the older ones, hopefully longer.
Definitely. It should happen by starting with them at the young age like this and building it up. It will definitely happen.
Okay.
Yes,
so
confirm.
One of the products that is super popular at Motherswork is the Mushies stacking rings, and I think the stacking cup, right?
Yeah, no, it's not stacking cup. It was. Oh, we also had the cup, but also
we do have stacking cups too, right?
The snacking cup. Did we spell snacking as stacking?
No, but we also have stacking cups.
I know, I've seen it.
Yes. So these are also apparently available on Grab as well.
That's amazing.
And we have different color options. Now this is the blue one, and there's the pink tone ones. And they come in the stacking tower, which is this, or the stacking rings, which is that. So why is this good for younger kids?
Well, first, the product is light, so you really
don't want... the product is pretty, guys.
It's pretty.
It's very pretty.
Very pretty colors. Very pleasing.
Yes.
But also, it doesn't require fine motor skills, right? So it's just stacking, right? So that's one thing you can do with the stacking rings. But the cups are amazing. So what we do with the cups, because I have a 1.5-year-old, is we just put cotton balls in it.
Cotton balls?
Yeah, different colored pom-poms, and then he just transfers them from cup to cup.
Oh.
And it's just that's a gross motor skill, so he can stack them, he can fill the cups up with pom-pom balls, and it's all safe. It keeps them really entertained because it's so colorful. And it's building all those motor skills, because grabbing, picking, eventually will lead to feeding themselves.
Very cool. So you could potentially put food in there as well, in case they are at the age where...
You probably could. The ones I have a hole in it.
So. This one is food safe, I think.
You could definitely put food in, cut up grapes, blueberries.
Put it from cup to cup kind of thing.
If you could even match them with the color of this, it would be amazing.
Okay, this is very hard to match, I would think, the color. So that's one of the things that they can do. So the stacking rings are here, the stacking tower is here. Why did you pick this?
For independent feeding, because the whole idea is really, if you put things in an environment that the child is able to get themselves, that's of course within reason, that is safe and everything. They don't have to keep looking for you for the thing that they need.
They still might go, mommy, mommy, mommy.
They might, but at the moment, what you can do is really to just go, but you know where your bottle is and you know where your cup is, and then that will kind of almost empower them to be yes, I can be independent, I can go and source for that myself.
I see. Yeah. So it's really encouraging independence when you give them products like this. So this is the silicone snack cup, which is super soft and squishy.
Exactly.
So one of the things about the Mushies silicone snack cups is, it is kind of one-directional, right? You put the snacks in, they don't really fall out, and it's easy because there's this little petals where the kid can put their hand in, so that the snacks don't go all over the place, right? Even if this topples over. And it has handles for them to hold as well. Yeah. And as she said, independent feeding.
Yeah, I think it's amazing when children feel empowered to know that if I'm hungry, I can go and get that. Of course, top tip is don't fill it up to the brim, because you're letting your child kind of make that decision on how much they want to eat. Okay, so you kind of put in what you're willing to let them finish.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
Put in what
you're willing
to let them finish.
Same with the water bottle.
Very good. Oh. Interesting.
Because I have a kid who would just guzzle the whole thing up, and then meals get ruined. So I always only half full.
Makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let us go to one of the things that you suggested, which we were talking about being one of the favorites. Okay, sorry. Like, good save, good save. Which is the polka dot series. Now we have quite a few available. This is just one. Can we see some of the others, Marty?
Also, parents, you know, sometimes you buy the gift based on the parent, whether you like them or not. And if you really like them, then you get the not so noisy present. And then if you like
This is a not so noisy present, and I really like this as
yeah,
well.
I know, it's really great.
So let's not rub it against your mind, otherwise they cannot hear.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so this polka dot is what's your favorite color? And one of the good things about it is
Multi-directional. Also, motor skills, right? Because they have to aim. Wow, that's a lot of books.
Yeah.
They have to
Thank
aim.
you, Marty.
They have to aim for it. And also because it's a board book, you don't really have to worry about them wrecking it. It's super hardy, which means also you can like relax and kind of sit back and let them explore this on their own. Because I know a lot of us, sometimes we get worried if it's like a paper book. You're like, no, please don't tear the pages.
yes, this is slightly more.
Yeah, it's really hardy.
Slightly more
really hardy. And
yeah.
it's, you know, some of the Feely books also have things you can yank.
I love this though. I was addicted to this when my son first got one for Christmas. Right?
Okay.
If somebody gave
So
it
it's
to him, and I was
also
like,
adult
"Tuck, tuck, tuck."
friendly.
Yes, also adult friendly. I'll show you some of the other ones. We also have the Wheels on the Bus Wild Safari, which is super cute. And you know, if you're this one's more like counting. Okay, so lots of different dots there, and then of course there's Oh MacDonald.
So one thing
Oh,
about reading.
McDonald.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. One thing about
so
reading.
one thing about reading to kids at this age is that sing-song voice that all parents put on is actually super good for them because that's how they learn the nuance of the language, and it's really, it's just really more appealing to them to pick up the sounds and the different, you know, vowel sounds, consonant sounds. Also, when they watch you make all that strange mouth action, they also learn
More
to start
exaggerated,
forming
right?
that by themselves.
Yeah.
So you're not being overly exaggerating. It's actually super useful for them.
So fun fact, you actually use the same high pitch voice as well as like the sing-song kind of thing with parrots when you're training them to talk.
Oh,
Yeah, because apparently parrots have the intelligence of up to a child of 7 years old.
cool.
Yeah, so
very
that's why you actually teach them in like the sing-song voice with the highs and lows. So it's great for children as well to pick up. So that's
Well,
nice
clearly
to
it
know.
works.
Yeah, clearly it works. So there's also Who's in the Ocean. So all of these polka dot
see the
books
song.
are usually $21.90.
Yeah.
And right now we
They're
have
so hefty.
right now we have a discount on them, and they're super cute. This one has like lots of dinosaur things, but it's a bit ripped, so sad.
The books are also quite long, so I wouldn't be too worried if, like, for younger kids, they can't sit through the whole thing because,
Okay.
like, you know.
But this can
they'll
be
make
good
through. They'll
for
make it through.
slightly older kids as well,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of the
Yeah,
dots, right?
exactly,
I'm
exactly.
like, can you hear this?
You know, they might start getting obsessed with the dots first
Yes.
before the narrative.
I'm obsessed with the dots. Don't care about the narrative. Now we also have something that we both really liked.
I know, so
It comes in like this cute duck, and it comes in a really cute swan. So this
swan.
Yes, it comes in a swan also.
I didn't see that one.
Super cute. It's super cute. So this is actually an inflatable
Bathtub.
bathtub.
Yeah.
So we both looked at this and we were like, oh my god, it's so cute! And
Yes,
then we were
it
like, we have to feature this. So why is this good for Montessori play?
Because first, you can use this tub not just to store water, but sensory play. So, you know, if you have colored pasta you want to use, you know, as part of sensory play with the awesome Mushi cups, you can just put them in the tub with the baby and it's safe, right? And also some people just don't have space for a full-on tub, like to be there all the time. And so this is inflatable, which means first it's portable, and also that you could store it when you're done.
And this one also isn't too deep.
Yes.
So it's good for
Babies.
the kids. Yeah, it's good for babies because you don't want to put them in water like a big pool and leave them alone.
Yeah, for
Not,
sure.
not safe, guys. We're all about safety here at Motherswork.
Super, yes.
This is a good option, and they have it both in the duck as well as a swan, which is super cute. Questions for you. One question is, what about books for less than a year old? And one of the other questions, do we need to keep repeating the same book? Or can you give different books at one time?
Good questions. Thank you so much for asking. Children under 1 year old, a lot of people prefer the fabric books just because babies like to put everything in their mouth. I see some over there.
Oh, yay!
They
Favorite
read a
books.
mind.
Yay!
Yes.
Do you have the indestructible ones also?
Oh, those are really good too, the indestructible ones.
Yeah,
I've had
we
it for a
both-
week. They're
yeah,
still not destroyed.
Yes. So I bought one the other day, and then when we met, I was like, "No, these are so good. You need to try the indestructible." And it's
And I tried it, and it's
they
true.
really,
Yeah.
like totally amazing.
Yeah.
These are super cute, and they have all sorts of sensory.
Yeah, all sorts of sensory elements. So usually,
And they're from Jellycat.
They are. Jellycat makes the best and the cutest things.
Yeah.
So, children under one, yes, fabric books. You also have these bath time books. Have you seen them? Do we
Yes.
have them here?
Do we have
like
bath time?
bath books?
Yes.
Those are really fun also because babies are nice and calm during the bath, and so they will tend to be more, ready to absorb all this information that you're sharing with them.
Really, when I'm like in my bath, I'm like, nobody disturb me, please.
They're nice and calm.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, this has sound. Did
I
you
was
guys
like,
hear?
it's a movie. I have that one.
Really? Does yours have sound? Mine
Yes, yes, yes.
Mine
You
does
just
not.
need to press. You're maybe not pressing the right spot.
Well,
Just saying. Just saying.
guys. Okay, so this is the tail version. I know you have the
They're all tails, but different,
Different
animal
kinds of tails?
family.
different kinds of tails. This one is super cute, the
Avocado
avocado.
So cute.
Oh my gosh, I feel like getting this for my son's godma, or she has twin nieces and they love avocados. So I feel like getting, oh, thank you.
I like the counting one.
So,
good.
we got this.
Yeah, we got this one.
So these are indestructible books. I'm so sorry, you guys, for making you run so much. But these are indestructible books that are good for 0 and up.
Yes, 100%. So my son's like 1.5, and he's been tossing them and throwing them because, of course, it's a new thing, and one of the ways to discover new things is by doing everything possible to it to see what happens.
Like chewing
and it's still
everything.
alive. So
my son has
will
been chewing it for the
attest
last
to
like
it.
3 weeks. So this one actually tells you, dear parents, indestructibles are built for the way babies read with their hands and mouths. So they won't rip or tear, 100% washable.
Which is crazy because it feels like paper.
Yeah, and then they're made for baby to hold, grab, chew, pull, and bend, and it won't tear. So that's why I was like, oh my gosh, babe, you have to get one. And then she got one and she loved it. So she got the
one.
baby Let's
I
Count.
got that one.
There are many different ones like Baby See the Colors. There is Jingle Baby, which is a great stocking stuffer. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which basically is the lyrics for Twinkle Twinkle. Beach Baby, there's Baby Faces, there's Things That Go, which I got, and it introduces them to all the different vehicles inside. So it's just simple words, but it's great to introduce to children, like first words, so that they know. So this one that we picked out.
eggs.
Yes, the eggs. They are very free range and organic.
Very super. And they're also very colorful.
Yes, they're
these
actually
are-
egg crayons.
These are really great because children can't hold like proper pens, right? Because it's too small, their hands are still very in that grabby, grippy kind of phase. So what I like to do with these is big mahjong paper on the floor, tape it on the side so it doesn't flip up, and then like go crazy. And these are also washable, so you don't have to worry about your beautiful floor getting dirty.
Very cool. So how old should they be before they can use something like that? Because
Mouth? That you wanted to put in
yeah,
the
I'm
mouth?
like, I mean, my kid is like 1. He's like everything, right? So
You could start at about 1.5 with supervision.
1.5 is
Yeah,
supervision.
so
Okay, that's a
1.5
good-
with supervision, and then of course, as they slowly learn, that some things go in the mouth and some things don't go in the mouth, then you can slowly
Oh,
relinquish.
they'll go in the mouth, they will realize
Yeah.
the taste isn't good and they won't do it again.
Or maybe, yeah, I'm pretty sure these are also safe.
Non-toxic, yes.
And also, top tip is also like, remember I said children can get overwhelmed with too much toys, so you could just maybe pick 3 to 5 at a time for a really young kid, like 1.5.
It's like
so they
us
don't.
shopping, right? When you go into a shopping mall, there's so many options, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I totally understand what
Yeah.
you mean. If we get overwhelmed, what more children?
Only put out what you're willing to pack up.
Evidently, I did not learn this tip before. Only. Okay, these are the tips that we're going to talk about then. Okay,
Only put out what you're willing to pack up.
That's another very good
Yes.
tip. Okay, so that was also for the under 2s.
Yeah.
So we also have something from Mulan Roti, right? From here, which is it this?
Puzzle.
No, this is Crocodile Creek.
Mulan
what-
Roti was the instrument which we swapped for this because this is a much bigger set.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so what is this that we were talking
So
about?
these are definitely for kids who are older than like 1 year, probably 1.5 years, closer to 2. And these are 2-piece puzzles. And the reason why they're great is because they're 2 pieces. And also the way they're cut is, it's quite, it gives that self-correction so that kids know that it's wrong already. They can tell by themselves. You don't have to be there to guide them all the time. So if you choose to, there are 10 pieces in here, which is super value for money.
Okay.
And you could just choose even one puzzle to begin with, and then as they get more familiar, you could put 2 out for them to choose.
So start slower.
Yeah, for sure. And the whole
okay.
point, and the initial part I would say is really just to get that motor skill going of like putting a puzzle, like fitting the puzzle pieces.
I see.
And then only we're building to the fact that they actually recognize,
And then putting
Yeah,
the pieces
exactly.
together,
Yeah,
recognizing.
yeah.
So this actually is a really good deal because when you say like, oh, there's 10 pieces, then I realized, oh my gosh,
There are 10 puzzles in here. Yeah.
10 mini 2-piece puzzles. That is one of the things. What is this one?
This one is a musical set.
Why for younger people? So that they won't make as much noise as the older kids and bother you.
Oh, you wish. It's because it practices a wide range of motor skills.
Okay.
And also, children are very sensitive at this age to the different sound pitches. So it helps them build that sensory, helps them hone that skill, right? That you want them to be realizing it's a sharp sound or a dull sound. Where does a different sound come from?
Oh.
So it's a good way for them to
Wait, how old do they start developing the skill?
sense of hearing
no,
in
not
the
sense of
womb.
hearing. Yeah, but like
but even in
sharp
the womb.
sounds and dull sounds.
Even in the womb, yeah. The moment their ears form, they're really very attuned to hearing the language. I'd always say sing to your baby, talk to your baby.
Correct.
And you read books to them in a sing-song voice. So
Not
this is
sure I
just
did that.
Adding, I'm sure they're
I was partying, so they had a lot of
doof music.
yeah. And now I'm reaping the karma from that.
We are party
My
animals.
older son loves BTS.
Mine too.
Right? So it's not always like you sing lullabies and they'll come out singing lullabies, guys.
No, but then Korean pop stars next, so we can retire.
Yes. Who knows? It has the triangle over there. It has is that a clapper? What is that?
That's why I had it the other way, so we could see.
You can see
handle castanet.
Okay.
I didn't know.
No,
that
this
was
one
a
is a
thing.
castanet.
No, this is the handle castanet.
Oh, it's a handle castanet.
Yes.
It looks to me like a clapper, no? Clap, 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 clap. Okay.
Fancy
oh,
name.
because castanets are like clap,
Yes,
clap,
yes,
clap.
yes.
So this is like a handle.
Yep,
Got it.
yep.
Okay, and
This
this
is
is
the
the maracas. This is a triangle. This is a tambourine, not a drum, a tambourine. What is this?
The I don't know how do you
Guiro and scripper. Oh, it's sort of like the ones that they do the washboard with, like
Yeah.
a very
Yes, okay.
cool sound.
Yeah, that one. And then you have